While hiking in LA's Santa Monica Mountains during this last week of January 2026, I came across three gorgeous Amanita species. All three are mycorrhizal with coast live oak in this area. Two delectable edibles, Amanita villosa, commonly known as springtime amanita, and Amanita navinapta, the blushing bride, both growing under the same tree and right next to a mushroom that is just as valuable to the ecosystem, but is deadly to humans if consumed, Amanita ocreata, the western destroying angel. Let's look at some features that distinguish them apart. Starting with the cap. Springtime amanita's cap is usually a pretty pastel peach color, with a single thick white patch of universal veil tissue in the center, sometimes referred to as a skull cap. This patch peels off easily. The margin of the cap is distinctly striate. Flesh is white and does not stain when cut or bruised. The cap turns extremely faint yellow if KOH is applied. Blushing bride's cap has rosy stains and white blotches of tissue left behind by the universal veil, giving it a chalky appearance when young. Her flesh blushes pink when touched, hence the blushing bride. No reaction to KOH. Amanita ocreata's cap can be entirely white or cream-colored and often carries a single pale ochre stain extending from the center to the margin. The texture of the cap is usually smooth, but in our case, the surface has a crown crack, like on a freshly baked loaf of sourdough bread. The margin of the cap has no striations. The gills and flesh are white and do not stain when handled, but the cap will turn bright, neon yellow if KOH is applied. Now the stipe. Springtime Amanita villosa does not have a ring or a skirt. The stipe is covered in prominent white chevrons throughout. It points towards the base and is covered by a thick, white, sac-like vulva, the same material that makes up the skull cap. The stipe is hollow or pithy. The blushing bride, Amanita navinapta, has a well-defined cottony skirt with vertical striations. Stipe tapers towards the bottom and has bands of rosy red colors. In this specific case, it exhibits chevron-like bands above the skirt. Amanita navinapta has an indistinct vulva, which does not look like a cup or a sac. The stipe is either hollow or filled with cottony pith at maturity. Western destroying angel, Amanita ocreata, has a very fragile skirt-like ring that comes off easily and therefore can often be entirely absent. The stipe is covered in soft, flaky scales just below the ring zone. It is distinctly bulbous at base and is always submerged into a prominent, large, sac-like vulva.